and welcome here to the Grant Center. We have a presentation of USAC women's basketball. My name is Eddie Glenn. I am joined by Lindsay Fulcher. This is going to be your Averett University Cougars going up against the Greensboro Pride. And so the starting five for these two teams. First, the Greensboro Pride starting us off, the 14-point per game. Number 5, Katie Lewis. Number 20, Shania Haynes. Number 22, Rakisha Gregory. 23 is LaPrecious England. And 24, Lauren Jenkins. And Lindsay, you have the starting five for our Averett University Cougars.
I absolutely do, Eddie. Number 3, Amani AJ, a junior guard. Number 10, the Sam Chandler. She's a senior guard. Number 11, Raven Johnson, a sophomore guard and forward. And Alexis Rosia, a junior, number 12 guard. And lastly, but certainly not least, Brooke Carthen. She's number 24, a sophomore guard. Those are your starting five for the Cougars today.
And Lindsay, this is going to be a great game. Greensboro coming in as 14-6, 9-2 in USAC play. Averett 15-7, 11-2 in USAC competition. So the Cougar women are really looking to win this big-time game here.
And for the Cougars, there are 2 players to watch. So Brooke Carthen, a sophomore for the Cougars, scored 15 points with 15 rebounds in last game's win. You've got Sam Chandler, who scored 16 points and 15 rebounds and win to Mary Baldwin. And something about Sam is also she's got a career high in points right now, as 37 was her William Peace game on January 7th. She's currently leading the all-time scoring record for women's basketball.
And she leads that by almost 200 points is what separates her and second place. And so I don't think anybody's going to catch her for a while as she keeps increasing her lead out there in first and second. Not only does she lead Averett all-time in points, she leads Averett all-time in blocks. She has 92 blocks, or 104, excuse me. She had 92 to break the record, but now has 104, extending that lead game by game by game. And she's also 6th place on career all-time rebounding, looking to move into 5th. She has 778 now, but Shannon Yomp is in 5th with 793. So all records aside, all flash and jitter aside, none of that glitz and glam this game. Just good hard-nosed basketball as we get underway with Greensboro versus Averett. And Greensboro will win the tip-off. Nice Euro step. Shot couldn't go, rebounded by Amani Ajayi. And so here's Rosia the other way.
Sam Chandler with the ball, passes it to Carthen, who just rolls off that bucket there, Eddie.
And so here's Katie Lewis, big-time scorer for Greensboro. Pull-up jumper in Sam Chandler's face, no good. Rebounded by Johnson.
Johnson passes to Rosia. Rosia to Chandler, Chandler to Johnson, Johnson to Carthen, Carthen to AJ, or Ajayi, just misses.
And this is over to number 22, Gregory, shot up and good. And that's good for 3, Lindsay.
The Pride starts off the game with points.
For 3, Sam Chandler. No good.
And Greensboro brought out their fans today, Eddie.
Greensboro fans are always fun to sit around and hang out with during the game. Very supportive of their ladies. So we're looking forward to a good time over here. Gregory. And that's number 20 on the shot. Haynes, no good. And I believe that was Johnson on the rebound.
Johnson to Ajayi, back to Rosia, back to Chandler for 3, and it's good.
That is someone you absolutely do not want to leave wide open if you're Greensboro. Sam Chandler can absolutely drop a bucket on you. And you need to have one, at least 2 in her face every time she shoots. So outside is Jenkins. She goes over to Haynes. Haynes for 3. And so Gregory will be called for her first foul.
Rosia passes to Carthen. Carthen back to Rosia, who shoots for three, just misses. Bounces off that rim as Greensboro
So here's Haynes
pushes
the other way. Over to Lewis. Shot's good. Lewis, an absolute sniper from the field. She knows how to put the ball in the hoop. So, like Chandler, we don't want to leave her open. Carthen there for the save bucket. So tied up 5-5 now. And the nice move from Haynes puts Carthen on the court. Greensboro showing they know how to dribble the ball. Rosia is going to take this three-pointer. And a foul. So Rosia will step to the line for three. And we always talk about Sam Chandler and her blocking record, but Coach Liz Hickey, who's in her 7th season here, Liz Hickey leads all of NCAA Division III basketball in career blocks. So you've got to think that she's been giving Chandler pointers on how to get those blocks, and Rosia makes her first shot.
And the second one is good, too. Now for three, we'll put Averett in the lead. And it's good. Score 8-7. Greensboro only trailing by 1 point. Coming in aggressive.
Jenkins' shot is good. Katie Lewis. Katie Lewis trying to come up with the steal. Felt like she was fouled, but the referee had other things in mind. So Rosia with the ball. Over to Ajay. Ajay to Carthen. Carthen. Back over to Rosia. Rosia down low to Chandler. Chandler finding Ajay. Ajay, free throw range jumper. No good. Carthen there on the rebound. She goes up strong. Nothing there. Haynes on the rebound. And she goes over to England. England to Lewis. Lewis way across court. And she finds Sam Chandler accidentally. So Sam Chandler will push the ball. Over to Rosia. Rosia for three. Nothing there. Jump ball called will remain with Greensboro.
Jump ball called. Averett retains possession. So Aaliyah Woods in for Greensboro.
So this will bring on Kylie Berry for Greensboro, as well as Aaliyah Woods. Also Sabria Joseph, excuse me. And so Dominique McCoy will also check in. Coach doing a big group substitution 1 by 1 there, Lindsay. So Rosia, a nice pass to Ajay. Shot no good. And so here we go with England down the court.
Despite Ajay's not making it, Eddie, you see that the Cougars are taking every chance they can to make that bucket. Every moment that they're able to be even slightly open, they're going for it.
And you're right. Every time they see a slither of light, as long as they can see the basket, they're putting it up. And that can mean good things sometimes. You know, they say you miss every shot you don't put up.
That free throw is not good, but Greensboro still in the lead, 9-8. Samantha Chandler with the ball, passes it to Ajay.
And what a great pass. That pass was kind of underrated there. Went through the hands of a couple of Goldsboro players to find Ajay. Kind of the same way a quarterback will weave a ball through the middle of the field.
Ajay's first one not in.
And so Shannon Longworth will check in for Averett. Shannon Longworth, the past couple of games, Lindsay, has shown that she can absolutely stroke the three ball. She's really improved her shot from out there, and she is not afraid to take it in your face. So Longworth on the court. Ball goes over to Woods. Shot no good. Rebounded by Chandler. Ball over to Longworth. You got to step up. Here's Carthen. Drive baseline, and they call a travel.
Score 9-9 as Ajay made that last free throw. Greensboro with possession.
Woods back over to England. England taking Rosia. Ball stolen by Averett. So Chandler will go the other way. She finds Ajay. Ajay will go up strong. No good. Woods outside. Over to England. England over to 33, Joseph. Joseph. And that finger roll, no good. Ball saved back to Carthen. And so here we go with Brooke Carthen on the fast break. She's going to go the whole way. She finds Rosia. Rosia finds Longworth, and she shoots the three ball, and it's good.
And that was a beautiful shot, Eddie.
And like I said, Longworth can absolutely shoot the three-pointer, so you got to put a hand in her face or she's going to drain it every time.
Pride not expecting that. Didn't see that pass coming.
So here we go with England outside now. Down low to McCoy. McCoy's shot no good. Rebounded by Carthen. And so Carthen will run the ball here. Over to Longworth for three again. She's wide open. No good that time.
Score 12-9. Averett in the lead. Greensboro with possession, passing it around.
So here's Woods. Shot no good. Rebounded by Ajay. Timeout called by the Cougars. Going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break with them here at the Grant Center.
And we are back here at the Grant Center. I'm Lindsay Fulcher, joined by Eddie Glenn. The Cougars are currently in the lead against the Greensboro Pride, 12-9.
And
Sam Chandler with the ball. Sorry, Eddie, I guess we had the same thought going there.
You're fine. I was just going to mention the fact that Samantha Texan came into the game, as well as Katie Lewis for Greensboro. Katie Lewis came out, got a break, and now she's back on the court. Cougars out in front by 1 point. Rosia to Ajay. Ajay back to Rosia. Rosia. Pull-up jumper, no good. I believe someone got a hand on it down there for the Pride. So running the ball will be Childers, I believe. Or excuse me, Daly. And Daly with the nice move. Just couldn't get the shot to go. Chandler for three. Daly falls on the ball and gets it to one of her Pride members. Score still 12-11. Foul called against Sam Chandler.
Sam Chandler able to call the foul or first. Tying 18-11.
First one doesn't make it. Raven Johnson coming in for the Cougars.
So second shot is good from Haynes. Longworth for three. And it didn't look like it came out of her hands all the way correctly that time. Haynes almost losing hold of the ball. Katie Lewis with it now. Haynes back over to Daly. Daly dribbling over to Lewis. Lewis against Chandler. Trying to find Jenkins, but she found Johnson. Johnson stepping out of bounds, trying to steal the ball. And so Carthen will check in for Chandler. Score knotted up 12 apiece. Ball inbounded to Gregory. Shot with range, and it's good. Rashika Gregory with a whole lot of range on her shot that time.
That makes the score 15-12. Carthen passes to Texan for the Cougars. Texan to Rosia. Rosia back to Carthen, who passes to Longworth. Back to Carthen. Goes for it. Misses.
And what an absolute bomb that time from Rashika Gregory, Lindsay, from out there near the logo, as Kiera Smith will check in for Shannon Longworth. And Daly with a nice bucket. So here's Texan finding Rosia. Rosia finding Texan. Texan over to Smith. Smith over to Johnson. Johnson temporarily loses control of the ball. Jump ball called. We'll go to Greensboro. 17-12 as Greensboro they have the momentum and they are extending their lead.
Raven Johnson passes to Texan. Samantha Texan to Kiera Smith. Smith way out there, shoots for that three, doesn't go.
So after the end of the first quarter, 17-12, the Greensboro Pride are out in front. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here at the Averett Sports Network.
Back here at the Averett Sports Network, you've got your Averett Cougars playing the Greensboro Pride. Cougars trailing by 5 here. Well, you can make that 3 as Rosia made that last shot. 17-14 here in the Grant Center.
Daly defended by Smith. Smith stepped up strong there. Smith not afraid of Daly. And a nice shot there. No good, though. So Chandler will be fouled.
Gregory called for the foul, her second of the game.
I want to give a special thanks really quickly to some people behind the scenes that make all of this happen. Starting with President Dr. Tiffany Franks, on the way over to athletic trainer Meg Stevens, or athletic director Meg Stevens, athletic trainer Thomas Underwood, and sports information director Drew Wilson. The reason why all of this happens. So 17-16 as Kiera Smith hit the bucket. So here's Daly with the ball, defended by Smith again. And what a matchup as we've got Lewis defended by Chandler, and Lewis misses the rim that time. Timeout call, we'll take one here with him. And we'll be right back here at the Grant Center.
Back here in the Grant Center, 17-16, the Greensboro Pride in the lead by 1. Cougars currently with possession as Kiera Smith passes to Alexis Rosia. Rosia passes to Chandler. Chandler goes for 3, just misses. Kiera Smith with that rebound. And Eddie, help me out. I'm not sure what that call was.
I believe that it was just a simple, like a reach-in foul, like a little bit of hand check in there. But it was a soft touch. I don't know if it should have been called a foul or not, but nevertheless it was. And so Sam Chandler will get the bucket. Couldn't get it to go. Ball rimmed out. So it's Woods. Jenkins now. Shot no good. And so Avery will get the ball. Jenkins there on the push. And so 17-16 now. The Greensboro fans and bench are all upset with that call. But I believe that was more of a foul than the last one. So Rosia outside over to Smith. Smith, nice pump fake. Over to Rosia. Rosia to Chandler. Chandler will drive baseline. Euro step. And the bucket couldn't go. Sam Chandler just barely missing on that one. She doesn't usually miss those. But here's Lewis now as the ball's bounced around and now ends up in England's hands. And now Jenkins' hands. Shot didn't go. Raven Johnson on the rebound. Chandler outside for 3. No good. Woods with the ball over to England. England will bring it down the court. Stolen by Smith. Over to Carthen. Carthen to Chandler. Chandler will not miss this one. And so now the Cougars are out in front, Lindsay.
18-17. Pride with the ball. Eddie, it seems for a little bit that the Baskets just did not want the ball coming through. Saw a lot of missed shots there.
And we did. To open up the second quarter, we saw a lot of missed shots, as you mentioned. Neither team could get it to go. Katie Lewis. A shot in Sam Chandler's face. And what a battle with those two, as Sam Chandler averages 18.7 rebounds, 2 assists per game. And Katie Lewis averages 14 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal per game. So what a battle we have with those two girls.
That first one is good.
So Sam Texan will check in for Averett, as well as Haynes in for the Pride. So Gregory will check in, as well as Joseph.
Joseph coming in for Greensboro.
Kira Smith passes to Rosia. Back to Smith. Goes for 3. Doesn't go.
Here's Gregory against Texan, no good. Rebounded by the Cougars. 19-18, Pride out in front. Texan for 3, good.
Score 20-19. Both teams here head and head, Eddie. We knew this would be an exciting game. Smith with the ball, headed the other way. Fakes out and passes to Rosia. Rosia to Texan. Texan back to Rosia.
And Texan had a sliver of time where she could have shot that 3-pointer. She was open. Ball will stay with Averett.
Katie Lewis coming in for Greensboro.
Smith's free throw jumper shot no good. I believe that would be a foul called against Raven Johnson. As Longworth will check back in.
Longworth back in the game for him.
And Katie Lewis sneaked into the game as well. Haynes against Johnson, and Johnson with the block. Raven Johnson, an absolutely blocking machine. Those long arms of hers.
Carthen with the ball. Passes to Texan.
And Raven Johnson is second on the team with blocks. She's got 14 on the year, right behind Sam Chandler, who has 34 on the year. The super long arms of Chandler and Johnson allowed them to get their hands up and over the arms of their offensive counterparts. So here's Lewis looking for some help. She finds it in England. England will drive. And what a pass. And that's Joseph finishing off. 1-point game still, 21-20.
Rosia always coming hard, Eddie, but very aggressive this game. Making sure to give it her all.
So Ajay and Chandler will check in. Here's Haynes outside. Over to England. Lewis, pump fake for 3. England outside for three. No good. Ball stays with Greensboro.
Greensboro has possession of the ball.
Woods defended by Longworth. Over to Lewis. Lewis will take the screen. Back over to Woods. Woods will drive. Goes out to Joseph. Joseph goes to England. 1 point game. Greensboro out in front. 13 on the shot clock. England couldn't get the shot to go, so Sam Chandler the other way now. Nice handles by England again. Texan gets the shot to go. (22-21) now the Cougars out in front. Back and forth we go with this 1 point game. This is everything we expected it to be. England with the easy layup. Jump ball goes back to Greensboro. So 23-20, Greensboro out in front. 2:56 left in this half. Lewis for three, wide open. And that's dangerous. Longworth for three. No good. Ajay there on the rebound. Rosia for three. No good. Sails over the rim. And so Kiera Smith will check in for Samantha Texan. 26-22, 4 point game now. Lewis defended by Chandler. Pull up jumper, no good. She gets her own rebound, and she tries to find Woods. So 4 point game, 2:14 left. And poking the ball away was England. That's Joseph picking up a foul there, so she's going to step to the line for two.
First one's good for Greensboro. Brooke Carthen and Raven Johnson back into the game for the Cougars.
So 28-22, 1:52 remaining. Cougars looking to cut this deficit down before half.
Carthen with the ball, passes to Rosia, who goes for it, just misses. Rosia a little upset at that call. Denise Chambers in for Averett.
Rosia picks up her second foul that time. So here's England over to Lewis. Lewis defended by Chandler. And Chandler with the nice hands, but Johnson will get fouled by Jenkins. Another push.
Eddie, every time I watch basketball, I'm glad I never played it because I'm way too soft. If I ever got pushed like that, I don't know, I'd probably cry, Eddie, seriously.
The Lady Cougars are tough, and the ladies that play basketball anyway are tough. Carthen with the shot, no good. Johnson on the rebound, and she gets blocked by Joseph. So here's Greensboro on the way as we go under a minute. Woods for three, good.
Sam Chandler with the ball.
Shot
Just
no
rolls
good.
over.
Greensboro up by 9. Jenkins, shot no good. So Smith will go here as the shot clock disappears.
22 seconds.
And Sam Chandler, a nice Euro step to get past her defenders. Couldn't get the shot to go. So Lewis will shoot the three to end the game, or to end the half, excuse me. Couldn't get it to go. So Lindsay, after the first half, 31-22, the Pride are out in front. This is a great back and forth game there up until the end of the second half. We'll take a break and be right back here at the Averett Sports Network. And we are back here live at the Grant Center again. It is the Cougars versus Greensboro. And we are about 30 seconds out from half. And so we have a couple of quick stats here. Katie Lewis leads her team, 9 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, and a steal so far. She's almost got a double-double here in this game. Sam Chandler, 5 points, 4 rebounds. Raven Johnson, 7 total rebounds and a block to add on to it. And a slew of other players with rebounds and points. And it has been a close game all the way up until the end of the second half, or the end of the first half, excuse me, the end of that second quarter. It was very close, a 1-point game even, all the way from the end of the first quarter to the end of the second quarter. And then Greensboro pulled away a little bit. So nevertheless, here we go, 31-22. The Pride are out in front in this ball game. Again, my name is Eddie Glenn, joined by Lindsey Fulcher. The ball goes over to Raven Johnson as they try and send it to Ajay. Sam Chandler defended by Katie Lewis. Sam Chandler will be called for a charge. So with Sam Chandler's second foul, she'll come out the game for a little while. Kiera Smith will replace. Ball over to England. Down low to Jenkins. And I missed what they called the foul on, but they called it, so the Cougars will end up with the ball.
Smith to Johnson. Johnson to Carthen.
Carthen pull-up jumper, good. And Carthen, one of the other players that can absolutely take over the game scoring-wise. She puts up a lot of shots, but she also gets a lot of points. Her career high being 22 against Salem back on January 3rd. And that's Gregory with the good drive. She gets her own. Raven Johnson actually came up with that rebound. And so here's the Cougars now as Rosia pushes the ball over to Smith. Smith. And so here we go now. England with the ball. Smith tried to block. Shot goes in. So 9-point game still. Pride out in front.
Very fast-paced game today. Carthen gets that three. Came out of nowhere, but nonetheless gets that deficit down as the Cougars are only trailing by 6 now. 33-27. Pride with possession and in the lead.
Eddie Lewis wide open for 3. It's absolutely not what the Cougars want to see.
You're writing poems now, Eddie. Carthen with the ball. Back to Smith. Smith to Rosia. Passes to Johnson.
Not enough power on that shot, but Ajay is there to save. Smith over to Rosia. Rosia. Carthen will shoot it. No good. Jenkins there on the rebound. So here's England pushing the ball. Jenkins outside. Back over to England. England for 3. And it's good. So now we have a 12-point lead here for the Pride. And the charge is called against Brooke Carthen. So here we go, 39-27. Greensboro out in front. Averett's going to have to get something going here. Lewis pull-up jumper. No good. She gets the shot back, and she will get fouled. Good. So Shannon Longworth will check in for Raven Johnson. Katie Lewis will dribble out over to England. England way across court. She finds, I believe that's Haynes. Haynes will get fouled. I'm not quite sure on what's going on here on the court. And so Amani Ajayi gets called on the push. That's her second foul, and I'm not sure.
Hard to sort of figure out what the verdict is here.
Okay, so we got it sorted out. Amani Ajayi called for an unsportsmanlike conduct and a push. So that's 2 fouls in a row. Shot good for Haynes. And this is not good as Greensboro is absolutely pulling away right now. And so after that set of free throws, it will be Greensboro's ball now. 43-27 as Greensboro has all but pulled away in this game. But you know that the Cougars are not going to give up this easy. England against Smith, trying to take her with the dribble moves. And Gregory's shot didn't go, so Longworth there. And the Cougars need a big-time shot here, Lindsay.
Rosia to Smith. Smith to Carthen.
And Longworth's going to take a three-pointer. No good. So here's England to Lewis. Lewis for three. No good. Cougars with a lot of time to come back. Longworth. Over to Ajayi. Ajayi to Rosia. Rosia. Over to Smith. Smith. Nice Euro step floater. No good. But I believe that's Ajayi there for the rebound. Put back and one.
And the basket counts. Now on 22, Rasheed Gregory.
And Gregory called on that foul. That's her third. And so with being down by just a little bit, Texan and Chandler will check back in. Chandler, big-time scorer for this Cougars team. As we mentioned earlier, #1 all-time scoring in school history. And there's another rebound. Shot didn't go. And Lindsay, if there's someone I need to score on this Averett team, I'm going to put it in the hands of Chandler. Tried and true she is. Ball over to Lewis. So here's Lewis defended by Smith. Down low to Jenkins against Ajay. No good. So here's Rosia. Chandler with the ball. Jump shot. No good. Ball will stay with the Cougars. Excuse me. Got tongue-tied there. Raven Johnson will check in for Imani Ajay. Raven Johnson, a great rebounder on this team. McCoy checking in for Greensboro. Raven Johnson actually leading the team with total rebounds this year with 204. And Texan with the three-point shot, no good. Here's England over to Gregory. Gregory drops baseline. Shot goes up. No good. Johnson there for the rebound. And so here's Texan the other way now. 43-29. Over to Rosia they go. Rosia, a couple of dribble moves over to Smith. Smith will pump fake. Shot is up and no good. And the Cougars couldn't rally that ball in, so it goes to Greensboro.
Score 43-29 in the third quarter here. And Eddie, you know, you mentioned a couple times that Greensboro is definitely in the lead. They've really pulled away, but the Cougars are not giving up. And as you know, we've watched plenty of basketball games that have gone in the other direction after a team being in the lead. So it really can go anywhere here.
And it can, as the traveling was called there, and Brooke Carthen will check in. We go with Texan over to Johnson. Johnson to Chandler. Chandler takes the Johnson screen over to Texan. Texan pull-up jumper, good. And so 31-43 now. 12-point game as the Cougars are battling back now. 12-point game, 43-31. Pride out in front. We're going to stay right here with you. We'll be right back, at the Cougar Sports Network.
And we are back here at the Grant Center. You've got Greensboro in the lead, 43-31, as the Cougars trail just by a few.
And a charge will be called against Greensboro, so Cougars will get the ball back with a chance to bring this either to 10 or within double digits right here on this possession. And like we said, even though Greensboro got out to that very big lead, a chance here for the Cougars to come back and really battle back in this game. Johnson over to Chandler. Chandler open for three. No good. England there. And Chandler with the good hands as they were going to go to Lewis. And Lewis was going to finish that easy layup. And here we go with Gregory outside. Gregory to Haynes. Haynes against Johnson. Shot good.
Greensboro being so aggressive in this game. The Cougars trying to match that. Samantha Texan shoots not quite enough push. No good for the Pride as the Cougars take it. Rosia. Chandler wide open over there.
And so England will get the ball in the easy layup. 47-31. Greensboro jumping out in front again after the Cougars did a great job at the beginning of the third quarter to try and come back as much as possible. Carthen's shot is good. Timeout call. We'll be right back here at the Grant Center. And so we are back here, 47-33. Greensboro out in front. And so that's number 14, McCoy, losing hold of the ball. Ball will stay with Greensboro. Joseph outside, defended by Johnson. Illegal screen set. So here's Texan. Texan over to Chandler. Chandler finding an open lane. Foul called against Katie Lewis. Shot good from Chandler. Kylie Berry will check in for Greensboro. Second shot good. Again, 12-point game. Cougars need to stop here. Traveling violation called. Shia Daly will check in for Greensboro. Johnson there to save. Shot good. So 10-point game now, Lindsay, as Greensboro has led by as much as 15. Johnson almost coming up with a steal there. Berry getting a bucket to go.
Still plenty of time for the Cougars to come back, but also plenty of time for the Pride to push forward. As Rosia has the ball, passes to Chandler. Chandler pushes through.
So here's Daly. 45 seconds left in the quarter. Outside to Woods for three. Good.
Hitting 52 for the Pride to 37. Under 20 seconds left in this quarter. Rosia passes to Texan. Texan to Longworth. Longworth to Rosia.
So 3 seconds as Johnson The block will be called. So 52-37, 1.7 left in the third quarter. I believe this sends Johnson to the free throw line. Kiera Smith checks in. Second shot good. All righty, so at the end of three, 52-39, Greensboro out in front, Cougars battling back. We'll be right back here at the Averett Sports Network. And we are back here at the Grant Center, 52-39. My name's Eddie Glenn, joined by the great Lindsey Fulcher. Greensboro Pride out in front in this ball game. Cougars trying to battle back. Lewis defended by Chandler. Over to Daly. Daly trying to find Jenkins. Kickball violation. Ball will stay with Greensboro. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Rosia with the good hands.
Rosia to Smith. Texan goes for it, doesn't make it. Chandler goes for it. Second time, it's in.
So just like that, an 11-point game. And that will be Kiera Smith's first foul. And here's Daly. Smith with the good hands. Daly's shot doesn't go, but Jenkins there to save her, and Texan with the ball now. So Kiera Smith the other way, 52-41. Smith, a nice move to get to the bucket. Couldn't get the shot to go. Ball in the hands of Katie Lewis. Lewis defended by Chandler. And that will be a backcourt violation. Mani Ajayi and Brooke Carthen will check in for the Cougars, as the Cougars look to cut this deficit to single digits. Brooke Carthen with the ball. Over to Rosia. Greensboro playing great defense. Rosia, free throw range jumper, no good. Jenkins down the rebound. Daly pushing the ball hard. Defended by Brooke Carthen now. Over to Haynes. And she steps out of bounds.
Here's Texan. Passes to Ajay, who gets it in. 52-43 with that last bucket.
And so that, Lindsay, makes it a 9-point game, and the fans of Averett are coming alive now, asking for the Cougars to step up on defense. 7:18 remaining. Chandler with the rebound, and this is going to be an easy layup for Sam Chandler, as it looked like she was fouled, but Brooke Carthen will get fouled, so she will step to the line. And it looked like Sam Chandler had been fouled on the shot. Nevertheless, Greensboro will call a timeout. Daly picks up her second foul, 52-43. Brooke Carthen will step to the line for 2 more after this. And so here we are at the Grant Center, 52-43 Cougars. A 9-point deficit after Greensboro has led by as much as 15. So Brooke Carthen will step to the line to try and pull that lead by Greensboro down by even more. Shot good. 8-point game. Second shot good. 7-point game now. Woods with the ball. She will shoot the three-pointer. Bounces around, no good. Chandler. And as the ladies try this comeback in the 7-point game, we ask you to join us at 4 o'clock as the men take on the men of Huntington as Katie Lewis gets a bucket. At 4 o'clock, Huntington comes in 8-10. The Cougars 8-10. And a USAC men's basketball matchup. 54-45. And the pass to Amani Ajay will bring this game back to 7. Woods will shoot another three-pointer. Shot no good. And you've got to think that Coach Randy Togel wants his women taking smarter shots. And jump ball. And the Cougars will get possession. And so Raven Johnson will check in for the Cougars. And McCoy in for Greensboro. And so Brooke Carthen will check out Ajay as Ajay checks back in. Ball in to Raven Johnson, stolen by Katie Lewis. 3-on-1 fast break. Wood shot is good. The Cougars keep getting it to 7, but they can't get it any closer as Texan shoots the three-pointer. No good. And Ajay comes up with the ball in to Raven Johnson. Shot good and one! And what a shot by Raven Johnson.
Foul number 5, Katie Lewis, second.
Katie Lewis with her second foul.
Cougars within 7, trying to decrease that deficit even more as Raven Johnson up to the line here.
Johnson couldn't get the free throw to go. So nevertheless, 7-point game, as you mentioned, Lindsay. England with the ball. She goes over to McCoy. McCoy back to England. England back over to McCoy. Over to Lewis, the big-time scorer. England with the ball, 10 seconds on the shot clock. As they go over to Lewis. And blocking called against Averett. And so the Cougars almost coming up with a steal there. Good defense here by the Cougars. 15 seconds on the shot clock. And they called a foul against Sam Chandler as she was going to come up with a steal and easy bucket. And that is Sam Chandler's 4th foul, I believe. But I think she's going to stay in this game. The Averett fans are showing their depreciation for that call.
Chandler laughing it off and getting back into the game.
Cougars playing great defense again. Outside, no good. The Cougars come up with the ball. Sam Chandler with it. So 4:30 remains in this ball game. 7-point game. Carthen, nice pump fake to get her defender off her feet. Couldn't get the shot to go. Sam Chandler will end up with it. Good.
Trailing just by 4. Excuse me, 5.
And the Cougars come up with another steal. And Raven Johnson will be fouled on the shot. That sends her to the line.
Foul's called on Precious England, her second foul. Raven Johnson at the line, shooting 2 shots.
And it looks like Johnny Manziel may have come and visited the Grant Center because it is comeback season here so far on this court. 56-51, Raven Johnson at the line. Johnson's shot is good. So we've got Jenkins, Daly, and Gregory all checking in for Greensboro. And Ajay will check in for the Cougars. For 3-point game now. It's just a one possession game now, Lindsay.
As the Cougar fans get loud.
Jenkins with the easy layup. Doesn't go. Cougars come up with it. So Chandler, here she goes. Over to Rosia. 3-point ball game now. Sam Chandler drives baseline. No good. Carthen there for the save. 1-point game. $56-55. Greensboro in the lead by 1 point. The girls have absolutely come back so far in this game. Katie Lewis caught on the charge. And so here we go. That's Katie Lewis's third foul of the game. 1 point game. Cougars with the ball. 3 minutes left in this game.
Rosia to Carthen.
And a big time bucket as that gives the Cougars the lead there late in the late stages of this game. Excuse me.
Got 2:55 left on the clock in today's game.
Lewis goes to Gregory. Gregory for three. Good. So 58-57, 2:45 left in the game. We're going to take a quick break here at the Averett Sports Network.
Back here at the Grant Center, once again, I'm Lindsay Fulcher, joined by the wonderful Eddie Glenn. We are in a close game here between the matchup of the Cougars and the Greensboro Pride. 58-57, the Pride in the lead by 1. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left in today's ball game as the Cougars inbound. You've got Alexis Rosia, passes to Ajay, back to Rosia, to Raven Johnson.
And that ball turned over to Jenkins.
Jenkins got height on her side, as that was no problem for her to get in between that ball and Ajay.
Bailey's shot, no good, but Greensboro will rebound.
Such a close game. You've got both teams fighting to the end.
Gregory for three, no good. And Greensboro rebound again. And if you're a Greensboro fan, this is what you like to see. Offensive rebounding with the lead. Jenkins outside, over to Haynes. Haynes shot, no good, and the Cougars will rebound. So 1:30 remaining in this game. Sam Chandler with the ball in her hands. The Cougars are down by just 1. Rosia, top of the key. She goes over to Ajay, and the ball turned over to Greensboro. And Lewis gets the shot to go, so 3-point game now. .105 remaining.
And we are seriously on the edge of our seats here.
Rosia
shoots
for three!
And it's in. Based on Eddie and I's reactions, we've got 57 seconds. Tie ball game here, 60-60.
And we're going to take a break and be right back here at the Averett Sports Network. And so we are back here live at the Grant Center. Every person, it doesn't matter if you're a Greensboro fan or an Averett fan, you are on the edge of your seats. It is 60-60, under 1 minute remaining in this ball game. The Lady Cougars have battled back, down 15. Back and forth we go in this ball game. Neither team has the clear advantage right now. And so Greensboro will start this off with the ball, 50 seconds remaining. Lewis with the ball. She's going to take Texan. Foul called. And again, not necessarily the person you want to send to the free throw line. Lewis's first shot is good. Greensboro up by 1. So Sam Chandler and Brooke Carthen will check back in if you're a Pride fan, not the best of sights. Lewis's second shot good, 2-point game, 46.3 left. And almost a steal there by Joseph. Sabria Joseph almost icing the game for her team.
Chandler into Rosia, back to Chandler. To Ajay, to Rosia. To Ajay, to Chandler again.
And Sam Chandler will be fouled. Haynes called on that foul. The Greensboro Pride fans are getting loud. I'm sure you can hear them in the microphone. They are loud and proud. Sam Chandler misses the first shot. Second shot good, 1-point game, 30.9 remaining. As Kiara Smith will check in, and Lindsay, you have to think that Greensboro is going to dribble this ball if they can get it in. Dribble this ball across half court and hold it all the way up until that final second and leave the Cougars with just 1 second to shoot. Lewis will get past half court.
21 seconds.
So this will send England to the line, 1-point game.
England very successful in getting her free throws in throughout this game.
England's first shot, no good. Carthen and Chandler check back in. England was 0 for 2 in that first half on free throws. And she makes the second one, 2-point game now, 19.7 remaining. We're going to take a quick break. And this game is getting exciting. 2-point game, Greensboro out in front. And so we're back here live at the Grand Center. 2-point game, 19.7 remaining. Cougars will inbound on their side of the court. They need a shot to go here. Sam Chandler's shot didn't go. Greensboro gets a hold of the ball, and they will foul England. And if the Cougars want to win this one, they cannot afford for England to make both of these. 11.6 remaining in this game. First shot, no good. Second shot, good. 3-point game. Timeout call. We'll be back here at the Averett Sports Network. 3-point game. We're back. It's a 3-point game here. Your Cougar women trail by 3 in this game. 11.6 remaining. Ball inbounded to Sam Chandler. Sam Chandler. Shot no good. And she was fouled on the shot.
.3 remaining in this ball game. Chandler steps up to this free throw line.
And what the Cougars have to hope is that Chandler can make both of these. They foul one of these Greensboro Pride members other than Katie Lewis. Chandler makes the first one. And then that the Cougars can get another shot in these 6.3 seconds. That's what the Cougars have to hope here with this 2-point game. Sam Chandler trying some trickery there. Trying anything they can. So timeout call by Greensboro this time. 2-point game. All righty, so 64-62 here. We'll be right back here at the Averett Sports Network. .3 remaining, 2-point game. The Cougars have to either foul or get a turnover here. And I believe there's a foul called. Referees discussed what's going to happen here in the late stages of this game, and here we go. We're going to listen in. Unsportsmanlike conduct will be called against Rosia. And Katie Lewis will step up to shoot the ball, and this is not pretty for Averett. And we need somehow, some way for Katie Lewis to miss both of these shots. Three-point game. Second shot's good as well, and I believe Greensboro will get the ball now. So 4-point game here for your Cougars. .4 remaining as they foul England. Precious England all but ices this game, making it a 5-point game. Six-point game now for the Pride. (68-62). Cougars lose. Greensboro win. And a very close battle. Lindsay, what a game it was. Greensboro got up by 15. The Cougars brought it all the way back down, tied it, got the lead, and Greensboro extended back out to a 6-point game to win the game. You couldn't ask for a better game. Both girls teams came out and played absolutely amazing. We're going to take a break and be right back here with some post-game stats. And then at 4 o'clock, your Averett University Cougar men will play against Huntington here at the Averett Sports Network. So back here at the Grant Center, your Averett University women's Cougars lose it 68-62 in a very close game against the Greensboro Pride. Katie Lewis, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. She absolutely tore it up as she always does. We expect her to tear it up every game, but she absolutely torched us, 21 points. Brooke Carthen, 15 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Sam Chandler, 13 and 10. That's a double-double. Raven Johnson came close, 8 and 13 as well. So, like I said, a close matchup between the women of the Cougars and the women Pride team. So here we go, 20 minutes till game time as your men will get ready to play against Huntington College. We ask you to join us here, but thank you for joining us against the men. My name is Eddie Glenn, and I was joined by Lindsey Fulcher, and have a good day.